Benvidos a nosa estrea mundial. The Queen and the Three Slaves is on the road. Cleopatra atópase na súa casa de Roma argallando a herdanza do seu fillo, ese que tivo con Xulio César. Por esta noite, Sisa. Bridget e Jennifer, dúas escravas británicas, están ao servicio da raíña de Egipto. Nesta casa testemunharán o mundo de enredos nos cumios do poder. Isto vai de druidas, conxuros, conspiración e romance. Atentos, arrancamos.
Queen of Egypt. Do you understand?
Crikey, we have to say all that.
For the time being, you can call me Mom. Yes. Mom, how Republican.
It's blooming lucky we can call you anything at all.
Cupid girls, where are you from?
From Blighty, ma'am.
Blighty? Where is that?
Up north, ma'am.
Then it must be cold. Or is it hot like this noisy slum called Rome?
On the cold side, ma'am. And drizzle, drizzle, drizzle.
That's why Caesar ran away. He couldn't stand the bad weather.
Lucky for you.
Not us, ma'am. We got taken hostage. I'm not here to rob. And everything is so charming in Britain.
The whole place sounds like a backward barbarian hole. Are these people even civilized?
Oh, yes. Terrible civilized. We've got drinks and everything. And if you don't mind your manners, they strangle you.
And what else do these druids do?
Dead fortunes by looking at dead people's guts.
That sounds rather intriguing. Well, what I want is a love potion from some dark, dark region of black magic. Do you know one? One that will not fail.
I'll have to think about that.
Good. Don't let me down. As you are new, I will explain your duties. Your first duty is to feed my two cats. I call them Romulus and Remus. Give them anything they want. Cats are secret to Egyptians. When I was a girl, a foolish Roman killed a cat in Alexandria. Do you know what happened to him?
Do know, ma'am.
He was lynched by an angry mob.
Crikey, that's a bit extreme, isn't it?
Secondly, you must be very careful who you let in or out of this house. Even Caesar is not above suspicion. Perhaps because I bore him a son 2 years ago, you think that Caesar and I are bound by love.
Wouldn't know about that, ma'am.
To be loved.
You silly, foolish girl. I wait in Rome only until my son's inheritance is made clear. Caesar uses me, and I use Caesar. That is the reality of power.
Right you are, missus. Us girls has to look out on our own.
Today I'm expecting a visitor, and Caesar mustn't know about it. You understand?
Not as good as a wink, ma'am. Say no more.
I want to start the rumor of a romance that consumes the imagination of the entire world. Which brings me to this. Put it this. Take it away. Bring me 2 others from the closet. I shall return in a few moments, and I expect to be perfectly groomed. If you do not make me look like a goddess, you will be sorry.
Yes, sir. Bridget e Jennifer só queren voltar á súa casa. Ser libres. Para conseguilo, daránlle á raíña de Egipto tanto a maxia como o romance. Aparece en estea unha seta máxica enviada polas meigas, un toadstool.
Wouldn't you know? Would pull one like this for a mistress?
Rotten luck.
Maybe we should leg it while the coast is clear.
Not sure me nerves could stand it.
Well, then, we've got to find some way to get her to set us free.
Are you daft?
Hang on. I'm having a brainwave. Maybe if we did her some sort of favor.
What chance we have of that? We've got to make her look like a blinking goddess.
She needs a love potion, doesn't she? If she wants to come up with this big romance.
And so, what if she does?
This morning, when I went through the garden next to the stables, you know what I found?
No, I don't know.
Some fairies left a stone stool. I'll show you. I put it in the closet. Now look at this.
I don't know. The face.
Fairies left it by the stables. And I'm sure this funny-looking thing is a charm.
Fairy syndrome is the first I've heard of it. Every kind of eccentric old thing lives in Britain.
Well, we've got to try everything. I'll put it in the closet. I put it next to the couch. Then, if somebody sits over it...
Britain, forget about it. It's sensible.
Come, you spirits, bright as fire, fill human hearts with love's desire.
Have you prepared the wigs?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Just letting them rest.
Come here and put one on me. That's better. Am I transformed before your eyes into a love goddess?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Spitting image of Venus.
You, come here. Yes, you, hold yourself up as if you are a queen. Sit down at the dressing table. You, put the wig on her. There, you are transformed.
Am I?
Well, not exactly, but enough to fool Caesar. Tell me, does Caesar know you personally?
No, I never met the geezer.
Where did you work?
In his kitchen.
Good. If Caesar comes unexpectedly, you will entertain him.
What? Me? How can I do that?
Talk to him, do whatever he wants. Keep him busy while I'm in the other room.
Thank you very much, ma'am, but I'd rather not.
Don't argue with me. You have no choice. You will be her attendant.
Me?
Tell him your name is Bernice and you're visiting Rome.
But, ma'am,
Yes?
the whole world knows about Caesar Francis' reputation.
She won't have a chance.
Do you think I care about that, you fool? There are times when I don't want Caesar to chase me. Today I am meeting Mark Antony. You will stand in for me. This is what is known as diplomacy.
Sounds more like bloody human sacrifice.
I don't like this one bit. Caesar will divide me into parts. Oh, he will conquer each one, section by section by section.
Hurry, get the door. It may be Mark Antony.
Oh, anybody's all right, as long as it is not Caesar.
If it's Mark Antony, have you sit down and then come and get me.
Yes, ma'am.
But it may be Caesar. In which case you will entertain him, and if Mark Antony comes in the meantime, you will secretly bring him to me into my bedchamber. Hurry, get the door.
Idelo collendo, así é, a cousa vai de Roma. Que non pode fallar nunha de romanos? O circo. Touros, leopardos, tigres e rinocerontes. E gladiadores. Uns valentes e outros non tanto. Adiante.
Jennifer, where are you? You'll never guess who it is.
Mama, what's on my king? But I don't think they showed me that king. I've been looking all over Rome for my first king of Lisbon. You also turned it out. That's the stupid thing.
Aren't I the stupid? The mistress makes me query.
How did you manage to get here?
Well, I was in the gladiator ring and there were 10,000 people watching me do my punch out.
Oh, Garrigan and Rama.
I was known as Garnet the Brit, and this is my friend. Come in, Dave. This is Dave. Dave.
Oh, Dave.
First, before a move, he kept charging us again and again till he dropped dead. What harm we did?
Then they lose a leopard on us. We fought him up on the steel. The leopard was on the steel.
No, my old China. Dave was on the steel.
How did you get shot away? Well, I threw my cloak over the stupid pillow. He burned himself up, rolling, scratching himself into pieces.
Oh, like his aunt.
The crowd roared.
No, he sent out a tiger and a panther.
So you went at it, hammer and tongs?
Not on the lily. What did you do? We were my brothers. Oh my gosh. But they didn't follow.
They turned on each other and they fought, they dropped.
What a palabra.
Lucky break.
And Caesar let you guys carry off?
No, he sent out a bleeding rhino.
Oh, crikey, this is giving me the collywobbles.
Yeah, he came charging toward us. Faster and faster, they got off the tilt and crouched down.
Lower, lower.
Faster and faster.
Just in a nick of time,
Yes.
we jumped inside and the rhino piper through the wall of the station and into the stands.
And the people start scarpering here and there.
Oh,
And everywhere.
Serve the bloody Romans right.
oh, you do.
Yeah, then I nicked the soda from somebody's clothesline.
And I took this.
Oh, crikey, there's somebody at the door. Maybe you were followed.
It might be Caesar. I'm next in his list of conquests.
You've got to hide.
I'm out of here.
Hang on a minute, I'm not going to let that shaky so-and-so take advantage of Jennifer.
Oh, forget about Caesar. Just hide.
Thanks, Garrett, but there is nothing you can do at the moment. Just hide in the closet.
Are you sure?
Yes, love, it's better you don't let that temper of yours get the better of you.
O César Lebrade, visita a Cleopatra. É ben coñecido por conquistador, por triunfador e por machito. Será o primeiro en probar o meigallo. Despois serán moitos máis. Veremos como. Seguimos.
Hello, hello. Want to be my pretty?
Her name's Bernice. She's Cleopatra's cousin from Alexandria.
Can you talk for yourself? To tell you the truth, I'm feeling a bit rough today. I think I've got the mumps.
It's very contagious.
Oh, I have it. Oh, crap.
I'm so sorry. Come here and sit next by me.
Dama blast. Such a cramping milk leg.
It is no good. We best let her rest.
What a day this has been. I have just begun.
What happened then?
A rhino got loose in the gladiator's ring.
You don't say. Did it trample lots of Romans to death?
No, they all escaped.
Fancy that.
What? The crowd got completely carried away.
Italians are so bloody emotional.
How is Berlin feeling now? Come here, Miss Marie.
Oh, I've got such a head. I feel like if I had been run over by a chariot.
Everyone gets that feeling with Caesar. Go away now. Nonsense. This is not the way Caesar conquers everything. Caesar did not conquer the world so that he could surrender at the doorstep of a little Egyptian. Who are you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, who are you?
Yes,
He?
he's Bernice's twin sister.
What? Her twin sister?
Yes.
I've never seen twins that look so different.
It's the Foxy Wonder in Rome. She didn't used to be like that. Since she came here, the water has just filled up in her.
Don't you have a name? Yes, a good common Egyptian name?
Do I?
Yes,
An Egyptian name?
yes, it's Bernice.
Bernice? She has the same name as her twin sister?
Yes.
Why?
Oh, because our parents were so rotten so. Why?
What to do with it?
When they wanted us, they couldn't bother to come twice.
I wonder to think that you've never been out of Rome.
I have to tell you that, I mean, quite a road.
Lady, I have conquered the world.
I know of an island that the great Caesar is unable to call it his.
This must be a place to dream of.
A place called Great Britain.
Don't mention that place! I can't stand those lunatics!
Mind what you say.
Oh, steady young guy. But you, isn't it much to say there are lunatics?
They are primitive. They sleep on the floor of the skin of wild animals.
Clever thinking to my mind, but with all that cold and rain.
And their food, bleh, they eat fish with vinegar. Bleh.
Listen, it's proper noche when you sprinkle a little salt on it.
And they are grotesque. They paint themselves blue and go well half naked.
Oh, it sounds so stylish to me.
That's just when they think the Romans have to dance.
Nonsense. This is not the way history will describe it.
How could you know that?
Because history is written by the victors, not the vanquished.
Hang on a minute. You didn't win in Britain.
Well, I made a temporary withdrawal.
You have to fast and make it out of that.
Enough of that wretched place. Let's talk about my other conquest. What an irresistible creature you are.
Get away.
I have a strange feeling.
I'd like to keep your feelings for yourself.
Let me take your natural beauty, something that sounds so
Yes.
familiar about you. Let me take off your wig and let me see your natural beauty.
Like hell I will. No means no.
Toadstool, proper magic.
Oh, that's sweaty. I have something to tell you.
Go away.
My sister, she's already engaged.
Yes, she was speaking about her fiancé just before you came.
Well, this is wrong, and he's an agent, so forget about him.
We forgot to do something.
Do you know how to undo the charm?
I think so.
Then get to it.
I've got to do it backwards, I think. Higher, as bright spirits, you come.
Hurry up.
know how to appreciate a good leader. Look, take Cleopatra. We can talk about his will later. What she wanted is out of the question. It's not good politics.
It must be the mistress.
Must be the mistress.
Oh, just
I'd better go quickly.
must be the closest.
What is Susa want?
Nothing you'd not want to know about.
A proper bruta placanism, ashamed to say.
I don't care about that, you idiot. If you have any messages for me.
He said he'd tell you about his will later.
What?
What you wanted isn't practical.
What do you mean?
That's what he said.
What? Didn't I tell you I wanted a love charm?
Yes, ma'am.
Trouble is the one we know. He's rather unreliable. Can't say for sure it's going to work the proper way.
Worry? It will work.
Tell it to me. Immediately.
If I do, will you do something for us?
Such as what?
Such as set us free.
I see.
We want to go back to old Blighty, where the skies are cloudy, the fogs are patchy. It was just bad luck that we ended up here.
Bad luck, you say?
Yes, rotten luck. It's rather monotonous. Day after day of flames and shine.
How dare you talk to me of bad luck, you stupid girls from some soggy swamp? You know nothing about bad luck. The gods spin with a thread the fortunes of mankind, and for me the spindle hasn't won nothing but humiliation. Egypt lies at the foot of Rome. She barely manages to stay free. You fools, I do not bargain with slaves.
Very good, ma'am.
Tell me about this charm, and tell me quickly.
The fairies left it by the stables last night.
Fairies, what are they?
Little nutters, ma'am, like elves or sprites.
They are ever so tiny. I have to say that.
And do these druids of yours punish those who do not worship fairies?
That's goodness, no.
Nobody worships fairies.
Well, lots of people just believe in what they can do, some more than others.
Well, what do you expect? They're all over the blinking place. They are.
Oh, you can see them at night, dancing in the meadows. They shake and carry on. Terrible things on a stormy night.
I'm ever so fond of them. And I'm sure this funny-looking thing I found at the stables is charmed.
Show it to me.
Wow. Doesn't this look like a charm?
Do you really think this has magical powers?
Oh, yes. You should have seen Caesar when he sat over it.
What happened?
He went completely bonkers, grabbed the person sitting next to him, and went on like a randy gorilla.
You silly girl, that's not unusual. Caesar always acts like that.
It was the toadstool. Plus the magic words I said.
Well, I wonder... Well, go ahead. Say them anyway.
Come, you spirits bright as fire, fill human hearts with love's desire.
Who do you think has come to see you, my loveliest of lovelies?
I cannot guess.
An admirer from long ago.
The handsomest Roman of them all.
The Roman who went to Egypt and thought you were the most beautiful woman he ever saw. Bellissima, bellissima.
If you are who I think you are, I was only in my teens when I first met you.
Your beauty teased my heart even then. A gorgeous young flower about to burst into bloom. But now you have exploded into a masterpiece. But listen, Tempus fugit. Since last we met, the years have suffered violent tortoises, and now impatient moments race like hers.
I'll give you one bloody clue. I'm going to win that race. They say you are descended from the great god Hercules.
And you, I wonder, you are the goddess Isis born again.
Why don't they both go up to heaven
And leave us to enjoy ourselves without them.
What have you been doing all these years?
Wrestling with the world of war and politics, and being conquered by the world of love. Alas, left fighting all alone upon the battlefield of unfulfilled desire.
On such a battlefield, dear Anthony, the victor and victim are the same.
Tortured and held hostage by the cruel slavery of their mother.
Oh, hear that. Hear that. Now they're bloody, they are bloody expert in slavery. They should try it.
You, go to see the front door. Caesar must have left it open. Shut and bolt it. And when someone knocks in the future, look out the window and call down to see who it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Then come immediately and get me before you let them in.
Yes, ma'am.
You, go to the other room and fetch us some wine.
Yes, ma'am. And I think, oh, there's nothing with.
No, you cannot take it off until I tell you you can.
Yes, ma'am.
Insolent girl.
Well, I only say that once.
Those two weird girls are from some place called Britain.
I thought there was something strange about them. They say it's completely impossible to make good slaves of the British.
They are so completely unusual.
There was a British gladiator in the arena yesterday. Even the animals couldn't figure out what he was up to.
I can't believe it.
Caesar was enraged, but the crowd went mad for the breed.
Oh, Anthony, Romans have such strange likes and dislikes.
Why do you say that, Cleopatra?
Because they hate me.
Is that true, my loveliest of lovelies?
Think I want to be Queen of Rome. Sit down.
Yes, thanks.
Are you sure you're comfortable there?
Yes, thanks. The Senate today will discuss the possibility of Caesar's becoming king. If he does, do you expect to become queen?
I want only to be Queen of Egypt. But I wish my son by Caesar to have his rightful inheritance.
What is Caesar thinking?
He says it's not practical to discuss his will. Perhaps you could help me find out.
Here we are, ma'am, with a bit of wine.
Just put it on the table and pour out 2 bowls.
Yes, ma'am.
I bolted the door, ma'am. It's good and tight, not to worry.
Very good.
Goodness gracious. What are we sitting over there for?
I'm very comfortable here, thank you.
There's plenty of room on this lovely couch.
Yes, thank you, I'm fine.
Come on now, we're a bit timid today, aren't we?
I'm fine.
Go, answer the door. It may be Caesar. Enough of that. Pass around the wine.
Come on, I'll put it over here.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Is somebody called football?
He's my wife!
And she thought I was ill. Can you believe it? She called me Cleopatra. And now she says she will burn the house down if I don't let her in.
Very well then. You will be Cleopatra.
What? I can't do that.
For the last time, you will obey me or take the consequences. Get rid of her by being as nasty as possible.
Oh, and they say the noble classes are hard to get into.
I'll wait in the other room. Hide Mark Antony somewhere where he can leave quickly if he has to. Get the door.
What is it?
No good, already taken. Hide there.
That to me. I wear a cobra as a crown. I rule a lady like a vulture.
Vulture? Ah, you are a crocodile.
That's right, love. And she's not afraid to bite.
Well, I've come to tell you that you shall not rule my Anthony.
Is that so? I have to subscribe for you. I shall bloody well rule whoever I bloody well feel like ruling.
Very good, your worship.
Well, all the world knows my Anthony may not be faithful.
As your blinking husband.
But even so, I tamed him. He never draws a breath or makes a move that I don't know. I rule our household and know everything he does.
You may need some things.
Well, you will not rule my Anthony. Do you understand? I'll show you what a real ruler is like.
Fancy, sit down. Rest. And do sit down here.
I will not.
You will.
I won't.
Will.
Won't.
Will.
What? Man. Who is this godlike creature?
We'll have an answer for you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Everything. He's Cleopatra's brother, you see.
Oh, he's my brother. I have to look after him.
So you're Solomon the 14th.
If they say so, Lovey, it must be.
I thought you were only 14 years old.
It's the foxy water. Built up in him. Like a toadstool, you might say.
It happened overnight.
Well, it certainly turned out well. You're as tall as Hercules.
Who?
You are, darling.
What is he saying? It's me.
Me neither. No, darling, you're telling me what you need is a Roman woman.
No, I prefer to do the Roman myself.
And so you shall, your Royal Highness, as long as you leave the power to me. Naked power should be properly used.
What is she talking about now?
We Romans understand power, and the first lesson is never to compromise when you gain a position.
What is she talking about again?
How could anyone teach any of you anything?
Ask you anyway, love. Frankie, who's that at the door?
Go and see who it is.
I hope it's not that donkey's sister again.
Forget about Caesar.
Oh, Gary, get in the closet.
Again?
Yes.
I'll go with you.
No, you go under the couch. I'll get back here in the closet.
Oh, no, hang on. There is no place for both of you there. How you have to hide anyway?
Well, this is Rome. Whoever finds me here will suspect treachery.
They will suspect something much if they find you both in the closet.
Agora entra Calpurnia, a muller do César. Angustiada contará unha premonición de morte e deixará as peores novas para que Cleopatra, o seu fillo, será deserdado.
God! How shall I ever live through this day? It's you.
Don't tell me you are Cleopatra.
Some call me that.
I was expecting someone more imposing.
You wanted, no?
Come bursting in here and accuse her of not imposing.
Who are you, anyway?
I'm Calpurnia, Caesar's wife.
Oh, so that's it. The trouble and strife.
Can you give your duffel at home?
Oh, go back where you came from, you hussy.
I couldn't
just show us the way.
You have a plot against Caesar, I'm sure.
Bloody hell.
If I do it the first I heard of it.
I'll never believe a word you say. It's lies! Awful lies!
Don't worry, the girl is imagining things.
I dreamt a horrid dream last night. I dreamt Caesar was murdered. I couldn't sleep after I woke. I tossed and turned restlessly, and suddenly the doors and windows burst open. A suit of armor came crashing to the ground, and I saw Romulus and Remus being suckled by a wolf.
Get down with
They
you.
came and spoke to me.
Get down with you.
They warned me to tell Caesar to beware the Ides of March.
Romulus and them did.
They did, and from their mouths flames of fire leapt out.
You shouldn't have let them drink wolf's milk.
And then this morning Caesar's horse declined to eat. It wept.
The horse had a kind fate.
I witnessed it with my own eyes.
You've been seeing
And
things.
then a flock of birds attacked and killed a crow with a sprig of laurel in its beak.
You've been seeing things, love.
Oh, these are portents of danger, don't you understand?
Did you eat something strange last night? Before going to bed? Too much fast I could do it.
No, I did not. Who was that? Who was that? An Egyptian woman just went creeping out the door.
I'm glad if I saw an Egyptian woman.
Don't lie to me.
You better go home and have a nice long nap.
And you better go back to Egypt and forget about trying to squeeze promises out of Caesar.
I don't go to squeeze one bloody thing out of the whole bag.
Oh, good. Because I have something to tell you. Caesar has cut you out of his will.
Hang on. This is not good news.
That's not what we are supposed to hear.
He has named his nephew Octavian as his heir. Caesar has
Dream on that.
I did not, and you shall hear it whether you want it or not.
I don't want to.
Caesar has left not one penny to you.
I'm not listening.
He has left 300 coins to every citizen of Rome, but not one to his son.
You mean little Caesar was cut out of his father's will?
He was.
And he left everything to some nephew?
That's what I have been telling you.
You might as well listen.
Couldn't help hearing.
What a bloody shambles this turned out to be.
There will be a flaming carrion when the boat finds out.
And we are caught in the middle.
I'm glad I finally got through to you.
Put a sock in it for God's sake.
We are trying to think.
To the people of Rome, and you will be forced to leave.
Not right now. We won't. You will show her out. Right now.
Cleopatra, vencida no xogo do poder, prepárase para resistir á fatalidade. Como acabará? Serán libres as escravas? Funcionará a maxia? Haberá romance?
We've got to do something.
What are we going to do? That's the mistress. I'd better go quickly.
Didn't you hear the gong?
Oh, yes, ma'am. We were just in our way.
I want a full report on the visitors.
Yes, ma'am.
I distinctly heard two people come in.
Well, the first was that our pot called Fulvia.
What did she want?
She wanted to rule, ma'am.
She's a flaming armchair general.
But we sent the old war horse packing.
Very good. And who else came in?
Nothing you'd want to know about.
Hardly worth mentioning.
What? Out with it.
It was Calpurnia, ma'am.
What did she say?
Calpurnia.
Nothing sensible, ma'am.
What? Out with it.
Calpurnia says that Caesar, in his will, is leaving everything to his nephew.
Leaving
cheeks. Rings on my fingers. Circlets on my ankles. Open the door. It may be Caesar. Bring me my son. Quickly.
Too late for Caesar, ma'am. His best mates killed him. He was stabbed in the Senate by Brutus, Cassius, and some others.
But he had all sorts of warnings.
He thought he was a god and no one could kill him. Went to his head all that swanking about.
Tyrannis a dangerous profession.
I was in utter ruin. Caesar got me out of his will. He left his nephew everything. Even his son is disinherited.
But you have your kingdom there, and my heart is yours forever and ever.
I became a slave of misfortune.
It's toadstool, it's proper magic.
Oh, she's doing a bomb.
Your life is in danger here. I escort you safely to a ship. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
I couldn't help overhearing.
Yes, what
Will
is
you
it?
be needing our services in Egypt?
We are not very good at that kind of thing, you know.
What kind of thing?
Washing dishes and running errands?
Well, it's not our cup of tea.
Bad kind of work. I wouldn't recommend it.
You should know that yourself, ma'am.
I know no such thing.
You just bloody well said you were a blinking slave.
They've gone to there. These two girls must know a bit of Stoic philosophy.
I doubt that very much.
The Stoics were sworn to have a sympathetic attitude towards slaves.
I can't imagine why.
Because the master is a slave to fortune, and they are enslaved to him.
Mark Antony, we're all slaves to our destinies.
Believe me, ours is yet to come.
Perhaps you're right.
Get out of my sight.
Get out of my sight. You are free. I couldn't stand you for another day.
Bang up decision, ma'am. Ooh, I hate the ring. And one other thing.
Yes?
Our brother Garnet.
Did you say Gareth?
Yes,
he was ever so famous as a gladiator. Not Gareth the Breed? Yes.
At the freaking service.
Ah, I saw you in the arena yesterday.
Good show, wasn't it, God?
Fantastic. The crowd loved you and carried on so wildly, Caesar has to turn up his thumbs.
Turn up his blinking thumbs!
You are free!
I'm free! We should depart fast ourselves. A short cross across Galant will be home and dry.
Home at last.
Oh, fancy that.
I'll be sloshing through the bogs with meal to my boots.
I'll be walking in the lanes with rain in my eyes.
I'll be dancing round my maid park with hope in my heart.
If I know you, you'll set your eyes on a bloody chieftain with a lovely blue tattoo.
How about you, if I may ask?
I wouldn't say no, love. Well,
To tell the truth, I fancy one with a long curly moustache and
no more bloody
Winks!
todo. Solo con el fallo que no puede